What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click that thumbs up button right now just because you think I'm cute. And let's get into today's video because we kind of have a lot to talk about. These past 3 weeks, you guys have just been like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't know. For me, I've just been like in a weird state mentally. And I know that a lot of people are feeling that way also. And so I was thinking, what was there that I could do to kind of be a light in this dark time? Like what can I do? And especially for my YouTube channel, like what do people want to see? How can I relate to people in this moment, like as of what's going on right now? And so I just kind of did some thinking and was just like, what am I dealing with? What's going on in my head? So I took some time to think about that, and I was just like, it's my anxiety. Like, my anxiety is at an all-time high right now. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, what's gonna happen 5 minutes from now, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of has my head just going nuts. And I think and as a person who struggled with anxiety my entire life, and someone who's been medically diagnosed with having anxiety, and gone through treatments and things to help with that, I think this would be a perfect time to kind of talk to you guys about ways to deal with your coronavirus anxiety, and kind of just how we can all kind of be here for each other, and kind of just still make the world go round during this crazy time. I do hope that all of you guys are doing okay, and staying safe, staying inside. We're definitely going to talk about that too. I have some facts for you guys. I've been doing some research, looking all around to see like what is the best way to kind of deal with your anxiety during coronavirus season. Because sweetie, I don't know, like my heart has just been has been racing since I heard about that it was in China. I just kind of have been like on edge, and I hate that feeling. I kind of did a lot of research and found a lot of different ways and kind of things to think about, and ways to kind of not really just get rid of your anxiety completely, but kind of help it. And so I've kind of summarized all of that into my 5 best tips, and they're not in any really particular order. I do have one that's kind of like my 5th tip is kind of like my extra tip, but the rest of them aren't in any particular order or anything. These are just the 5 best ways that I've kind of looked up and found to be the best ways to kind of cope with your anxiety, and kind of push through it and still kind of get on with your regular life. So without further ado, let's just jump in. Tip number 1, you have to know your facts, bro. Like, know your facts. I'm tired of like everybody kind of just saying whatever they want to say. And like that, I mean, and that's really like the core of where everybody's anxiety and fear is coming from. The absence of that knowledge is what's causing that anxiety. And even the hard facts, like even the ones that are like, people are dying, you should still know those facts, because it's just like, okay, so you know, so it's not like you're thinking about it, you're not like worried about it, you know for a fact of what's going on and what's happening right now. Your anxiety will flourish without having that information. So just kind of get into the know, like know what's going on, knowing what's going on now in your world, because this is affecting you. But then you also want to make sure you're not overdoing it, right? You want to make sure that you're not, staying on the news channel all day, or scrolling through your Facebook just reading the bad stuff all day long, right? You want to make sure you're not doing that at all, because that's also where you're gonna get a lot of your anxiety from. And just make sure with these news sources that you're following like people that are giving you accurate information. You don't want to just, I mean, not every Aunt Sally and Cousin Jim is giving you the right thing on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like they're statistics that they just said out of nowhere. They're not always real. So you want to make sure that you're following true and proper news sources like the CDC or the health organization. Things like people like that and organizations like that are giving you accurate information, or more accurate information than others would give. Just make sure you're setting those guidelines. So even with, those accurate news sources, make sure you're not just dwelling in that. Listen to the news, turn it on for a couple of, 30 minutes, an hour, and then turn it off. Get away from it. Like, you heard what they have to say, and then you want to move on. Don't dwell on that for too long, especially if you know you have a higher chance of getting anxiety. Tip number 2, do not be afraid to ask for help, bro. Like, ask for, like, we're here. We're all here in this together. We're all doing this together, and it sucks for sure, but we're all here. And there are people that are willing and wanting to help other people during this. which is amazing to me. It's always cool and just beautiful to see like when the world and different countries go through epidemics like this. There are those people that still want to come together and help, that you're always going to have those people that want to help, and that's just a beautiful thing to me, especially with just like how people are nowadays and kind of just how mean people can be. Having those people that want to help, it's just a beautiful thing. And then so you want to make sure you're using those people because they are there, they are here. There's different organizations and just about every state, every country that I've heard of so far that's giving, you know, help, giving homeless people food, shelter. Even if you aren't homeless and you need a little help, there are people that are still, you know, giving food, providing clothes, doing a lot of different things. So make sure you're investing in that and you're getting into all of that. Tip number 3. Okay, so most of us are literally in quarantine right now. So use this time for your benefit, right? Use this time to learn about yourself. Use this time to figure out things. Do whatever you wanted to do around that. Like, you have so much time right now, so use this time to. I don't want to use the word distraction, so because like I just used it, but I didn't want to use the word distraction just because like that's, I don't know, that kind of has negative connotations to it, but. I mean, yeah, use this time to kind of do the things that you've been wanting to do for a long time. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's things around your house that you've been meaning to do. I'm sure there's hobbies that you've been wanting to get in. And even if there's a hobby that you've done before and you want to, I mean, get back into it. There's so many things that you can figure out about yourself right now. I think it's honestly a blessing, right? It's like, we have this time to kind of figure out ourselves. We have this time to kind of do whatever, almost. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a factory reset time period type thing, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, I think we should be looking at these things as positives rather than like, oh my god, I'm so bored, I don't have anything to do, there's no food, I'm tired, there's nothing, you know what I mean? Like, we can use this time to figure out, okay, I used to, like, what I've been doing is I've been practicing my sewing, I've been getting in practicing my makeup, practicing styling hair. Like, I've been practicing all the things that I've been really wanting to get into, or I have been getting into over the year, which is hobbies that I have had already, but I've been using this time to really like dive. Like, I've been making dresses, hunty. I've been diving in because it's just like we don't have anything else to do, so let's use this time to kind of benefit, you know, our side hustles, our hobbies. And I mean, in a sense, you're using it as a distraction to kind of to get, you know, away from the whole coronavirus thing and everything. But you're also, I mean, just look at it as, I have time now to benefit myself, right? To boost myself up, to boost my morale, and kind of do things that I've been meaning to do for a while. So you can use this time to do that. Tip number 4, you definitely want to make sure you're maintaining your physical health and your hygiene, and that'll just kind of, you know, very, I don't know, subconsciously help with your anxiety, just because, like, you know, a clean body has a clean mind. And I know that's like not always the case, but like, just make sure that you're staying clean, you're staying healthy, especially if you're like going outside and kind of walking around and doing things. Make sure when you're coming inside you are washing thoroughly your entire body, in your clothes, your hair. Make sure you're getting your hands, your fingertips, like all that jazz. You just want to make sure that you are definitely staying clean, and that just helps kind of just body positivity, and kind of just boost your inner morale. Just being clean kind of helps, just you feel nice, and when you feel nice, you are nice, you know what I mean? And then you definitely just want to be clean and healthy, just to be clean and healthy, because who doesn't? You want to focus on what you can control, and you can control when your body is clean. You can control that for sure. Just make sure you're exercising, you're cleaning yourself, you're sleeping, you're eating the right fruits and vegetables, you're not just at home eating a bunch of junk while laying on the couch watching TV, you know what I mean? This whole quarantine time, that would be awful. I want to tell you that right now. That would be completely awful. Make sure you're not doing that kind of stuff. You are staying a little active, and that doesn't mean like, you know, going walking or running every day, but, you know, just doing a little things, like maybe if you felt like you've been sitting on the couch for too long, go, I don't know, walk somewhere else, do a couple of squats, do a couple of jumping jacks. Those kind of things will never ever kill you, right? They're only going to make you better. Also, a bunch of online classes that a lot of like athletic instructors have been giving and dance teachers have been giving. I teach a heels class every Monday. You guys can comment below if you want information on that, but I teach a heels class online now every Monday. If you want to get your heels out and come dance with me, And so there's a bunch of things like that you can do. And then finally, I know I said this one's kind of like the extra tip because for me, this isn't really something that I would just automatically do or go right into doing. But I do think it will help if your anxiety is just like at an all-time high and you just don't know what to do to control it and you don't have anyone to kind of talk to or anywhere you can go. Write down like what's troubling you. Write down, take out whatever is what your your problems are and kind of just write them down, write everything down, and you can do that however you want in a list. If you think better like drawing, draw them out. If you think better kind of just going crazy all over the page. However your brain thinks, just write things down, and then when you have all that stuff written down, find solutions. And you may not find a solution to every one of your problems that you've written down, but find a solution that could possibly help. Find a possible solution, right? Something that might fix that problem, and write it down so you can see it physically in front of you. Then when you have all those problems and solutions, and again, you might not have a solution for every problem, and that's okay. But just find as many as you can, and even if you only have one, find that as you can and kind of go into detail. And then when you have all that down, figure out a game plan for yourself. So you have your problems, you have your solution. What can you do to get to that solution? A lot of times the problem is going into it for yourself. You see this problem and you're like, oh my god, I can't. I don't want anything. Your brain is kind of just like, I don't want anything to do with this. I can't do this right now, right? And a lot of times the solution or the answer is going into that problem and figuring it out. Not pushing it away, but going into it head on. I'm not saying like, go outside and go right into the coronavirus, but I'm saying, like I said, write your problems down. I'm having a little anxiety about hanging out with my friends. What's the solution? I could talk to them online. I can wait later. I can, there's a lot of solutions, and then think about a game plan and then put it away, close it, close the journal, close whatever you were writing away or writing on, and then put it away and go back into doing something else, right? Because those problems, it's not like, I'm not saying, writing down those problems are instantly going to get rid of them. But having them there and then putting them away is like, okay, I got them down, I got them, I see them, and then I'm done with that for right now, right? I'm not going to focus on that. I'm not going to dwell on that because that's how we build our anxiety. Those are my tips. I hope that all really helped. I was really hoping I just could be some type of, even it's a dim light, some type of light in this dark time that we're going through. If you guys want to see any other coronavirus videos related to this, I don't know, like let me know. I don't know what else I could possibly do. I did make masks, and I'm gonna make some more for my family. So if you guys want to see maybe a tutorial on that, maybe I could possibly do that. I love you guys so much. I'm praying for each and every one of you. I'm hoping that you guys that we all get through this. But the only way we're gonna do that is together. So I just hope that we are all, gonna pull through this together. Make sure that you guys are please staying home, washing your hands, using hand sanitizer, doing everything possible that you can to help lower the spread of this coronavirus. And we'll get through this together. I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. I will definitely link them in the description box below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel and give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Yeah, I love you guys again so much. Peace out.